the organizational meeting for January the 3rd, 2023. Please join me. Pledge to flag. Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation.
1.3 announcements. The tax collector shall be in the office for collection Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3, Fridays 9 to 1, or by appointment. Cash, check, or credit cards are accepted. Department of Motor Vehicles are at the Community Hall Tuesday, January the 24th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Narrowsburg water bills can now be paid by debit and credit card in the town clerk's office. You're moving into the 19th century.
No, we're into the 21st century.
I stand with my statement.
Yeah, according to our 50 minutes.
Supervisors appointments for 2023. The parking committee are Bruce and Kevin. The energy committee, Kevin and Greg. The grants are Jane. The youth committee is Jane and Greg. Building committee is myself and Jane.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Water sewer committee is Jane, Greg, and Kevin. Highway is Bruce and Kevin. The planning board and zoning board liaison is myself. The zoning update is myself and Jane, and the conservation advisory council is Jane. On the board appointments, the Upper Delaware Council shows vacant, but Sue Sullivan will do that until we find another alternate to go in, or she will stay as an alternate and we'll have two alternates. And on the meetings, the Conservation Advisory Council, the date and time will be the third Tuesdays at 10 o'clock a.m.
You can just write 10 o'clock down to 11.
Are you gonna do these as like one big motion?
Yes,
Okay.
that's
But
right.
it says here 10 to 11, just make it just 10 a.m. because it often goes to later than that.
And I would make a motion to make the following board appointments as presented.
Oh, you know what, I'm just thinking, because you're saying board appointments, do we have to annually reappoint committee members like the CAC? We didn't.
No, what we have to do is next week we will have, just like the planning board, they'll have terms of office and we will only appoint them as their terms of
Yeah,
office.
we don't have terms of office. Okay.
We will have them for the meeting next week.
Okay, good.
Crystal discuss that for them.
Okay.
So I'll second your motion.
Any discussion or questions on that other than James? All in favor?
Hi.
Aye, opposed. 2.3. A motion to set the regular meetings for the town of Tustin, Sullivan County, New York. 210 Bridge Street, Narrowsburg, New York, unless otherwise noted.
Okay, you're making that
I
motion?
will make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on it? All in favor? Aye, opposed. On the compensation schedule, there is two things on it. Down in the zoning board chairman and the zoning board members, we did have a request from the zoning board chair earlier, in the middle of last year, requesting a increase due to the amount of meetings they were having. That is not reflected on what you have in front of you. The zoning board chair is at 300, I believe. On yours.
Yeah, I did not change that.
Yeah, right here.
You see it?
And the zoning board members are at 150.
So the zoning board chair isn't getting a bump, but the member.
No, they would. I was looking for the board's approval on bumping the board chair from 300 to 400 and the zoning board members from 150 to 250.
Oh.
Well, wait a second, then you have to bump the,
No, we don't have to bump the planning board.
because different things.
This is only because the zoning board's been having more meetings, but they still hold less meetings than the planning board.
Right, so you want to go to 400 and what?
250?
I guess.
So moved. So I have a motion to adopt the compensation presented. A second.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion on that? All in favor? Aye, opposed. 2.5 is for office clerk, a motion to appoint Margaret Harrison to a part-time position titled office clerk at a pay rate of $18 per hour. I will make the motion. Second. Discussion on that? You're not gonna see it on these because it
Okay.
wasn't, appointed.
No, it's this, it's a new one.
Further discussion? All in favor? Aye, opposed. 2.6 to establish a mileage rate, a motion to set the standard mileage rate reimbursement of 2023 for the town of Tustin to be 65.52 cents per mile. And that is our federal.
That is the
That's
federal?
the IRS.
Ah. As of 2023, if I put my request in now.
Good try. Why is that?
Okay, I second that or make it, whatever it is, if you want.
Jane makes it, I will second. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed. 2.7 was authorize a facsimile signatures. For the town supervisor to be authorized to use a facsimile signature. I will make the motion.
I don't think you can. I'll make the motion.
Okay, a second.
Second.
I can make my own motions if I want.
All
All in favor?
right,
Aye, opposed. Authorize the supervisor to pay utility bills. A motion the supervisor be authorized to pay public utility bills in accordance with terms to avoid penalties and or take advantage of discounts.
yes. Why is that just utility bills? Why isn't it any bills with
That's by
terms
law.
to avoid?
By law, we're not allowed to pay anything other than utility bills.
Okay,
And it has to be done by motion though.
okay. I'll make that motion.
A second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Aye, opposed?
So before you pay these bills, we have to make a motion anyway?
No, we have one in the beginning of the year will cover the
Oh, okay.
whole year.
Yeah.
But we're not authorized, I'm not authorized to pay any bills until the board audits and approves them now.
Kevin, just to kind of clarify your question. So when we get the utility bills, you still approve those. The late bills are within the monthly bills.
Right,
It's just he's already signed the check and it's been mailed out.
okay, great.
Is the board good with the schedule for the audit? I got Jane and Greg for the first quarter, Bruce and Kevin second, Jane and Greg for the third, and Bruce and Kevin for the fourth.
Sounds
As it
fine.
was last year. A motion to set the schedule for audit of the bills is presented.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
All right.
Opposed. The procurement policy 2.10, a motion, the town board hereby adopt the procurement policy as previously set. It's the same policy we used last year with no changes.
Mhm. Okay, I'll make that motion.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. The 2.11, the Narrowsburg Water and Sewer Department rates. These are the rates that came from the Sewer and Water Committee.
These are not the individual gallon rates.
No, these are the
Just
for
for
the-
the audience,
violation searches,
Penalties.
residential applications,
right?
equipment use. I would make a motion to adopt.
No, it's wrong. Wait a second.
What's the editor say when the time's?
Is it not correct?
Missing. It's missing a piece.
Well, we're not stopping.
I can't get
Won't
it.
get me
Get it
reading
right
it.
in all. You know, it's upstairs on my desk.
So you want to just do partial and then get the rest next?
Sorry.
Yeah, if there's things missing, we
Let's
can.
skip over it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, either
Right,
that-
let's check on my desk.
okay.
Thank you, John.
So we'll table it for now.
Yeah, we'll come back
Okay.
to 2.11. What was missing out of that?
It's at the very top, it's an increase. It's 5 to 6. Should we all know in 5 minutes?
2.12, the ZBA appointment and reappointment. A motion to appoint Ed Magilton as a member of the zoning board with an unexpired term of December 31st of 2027, and to reappoint James Agar as the alternate member to the zoning board of appeals with an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2023.
Oh, because he was an alternate before.
Jim is an alternate. He wants to remain an alternate.
Oh, okay, that's only a year appointment.
Yes.
Yes,
I thought we kind of snarled it in a little
I'll make that
longer.
motion.
I have a motion.
I'll second.
Second, further discussion? All in favor? All right, opposed?
There it is. Oh, late fee increase from 5% per month to 10% per month. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's,
Okay, we're back on 211.
Yeah, so the only part to add is above all of it will be the late fee increase from 5% to 10% per month.
per month. That's a lot of money.
So I'll make a
Okay.
motion to approve that as amended.
Yeah.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Wow.
Aye, opposed?
Thanks, Jocelyn.
You're welcome, sorry. No, don't do it. I need to know my. Thank you.
Why did you do that so late?
Oh, appreciate it, what they are.
Oh,
Why is my spoon off?
2.13 planning board reappointments and appointments. A motion that Peter DeAngelis is hereby appointed to the planning board with an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2026. This would fill Chairman Jackson's term.
No. This fills Sean Harrington
who's?
when Sean left.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, you're
Sean.
correct. Yes, the 2026.
Yes.
And then we've got two openings right now. One for a planning board term to end 12/31 of 29. To include in that Mike Farrell. And a planning board alternate term that would expire in 12/31 of 22, Brendan Kenny. I will put that,
22?
it's only, or 23, I'm sorry.
Okay. Don't confuse me, I'm old. 23.
We're younger, so.
I will make the motion a second
I'll second.
discussion on it. All in favor? Aye, opposed. 2.14, our official undertaking for 2023. I would put this in the form of a motion to accept the official undertaking as presented.
You put it in motion, I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye, opposed. One, I believe it's on yours, stated contract with the Narrowsburg Water and Sewer Interim Superintendent. This just came in today, and my apologies for that, because I was out earlier today, not able to meet with Dave. You've got a copy of the professional services agreement, and the top one that has the highlight is the new one. The old one is the one that was underneath it. The highlight is what the change is in the agreement. We'll see where the days change from 3 to 2, the hours change for a total from 12 to 8. And it's got the days in there. The prices stayed the same, the hours are down. That way it stays within the budget.
Well, it really doesn't matter because he never refused us in a calamity anyway.
No, and this is also to get the guys to start accepting some more of the responsibility, and let's get their licenses and get somebody in there to replace them.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's it.
Discussion on the board at all?
I
I'll
just
make
want to
that-
understand. Oh, in the budget, isn't his salary divided between?
Water and sewer. So this number would be divided between the
Okay.
two of them.
Yeah, so we don't need to do that.
Is there any chance we can set an expectation of when this contract or this?
He
license
actually
would-
thought it was gonna be done this coming year, but the state changed the requirements for the wastewater licensing that the guys were going through. Otherwise, I think 2 of them would have been licensed.
In 22,
In probably in the beginning of 23, they would have been licensed.
so we might be looking at that happening in 24 now.
I gotta check and see, because I think they upped it 40 hours on the training, which they were right there.
Thank
So,
you.
hold on. The only thing that's bothering me is it's a huge fee over the 8 hours. He gets 45.
It's the
50.
same as the previous contract,
No, because it was more hours.
or I'm sorry, yes, I'm sorry, the 50 from the 45 to 55. What he's looking to.
No, I'm talking about instead of 12
Right,
hours,
it goes to 8, just
8,
like all
and
that.
then it goes to this.
Right, as opposed to before it was 12 hours and then to that,
with
then to the 75.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I mean, I think it might happen.
A lot less than other towns are paying.
What?
Well, the idea was to keep it also within what the budget, what we have budgeted for it. And again, to get the guys to start doing, their ability has increased, so the responsibility for needing him to oversee and be there is decreasing.
I guess in the real world, it's not a lot of money, but it's just a lot of money to us. Okay, he's worth it.
I'm looking for a motion to accept the professional services agreement for the Water and Sewer Department's administration, oversight, and training with David Bunce.
So moved.
A second,
Second.
further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
It keeps within the budget, which
Yeah, that's the largest thing.
this is last year's that you have.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, it is. Yeah.
Any other business before the board that they have?
Any
If
other
not,
business?
I will open the floor for public comment. Yes, Star.
I have a couple of questions. I was hoping that possibly the agenda, which is nicely fleshed out, could have been scrolled a little more in sync with the topics that you were covering. I missed the appointment of Margaret Harrison to an office clerk. What was the salary that she was to be given?
It's $18.
$18 an hour. And how many hours is she supposed to be working?
It is part-time, so the hours have not been set. The money has been put into the budget, but it looks to be probably 15 hours or less a week.
Okay, is that agenda that you showed available like on
It's
the
on my
website? You can print that whole up
It's
from
on
there?
ours.
Okay. And the only other question I had was 2.14 official undertaking. Is that something new?
No, that was done last year. It's been, every year I've been here, it's been in there.
So all of that language about being indemnified from losses due to failure of employees to faithfully perform duties or act properly for all, account properly for all monies and properties received by virtue of their position, and for fraudulent or dishonest acts, that was all in there before? Yes.
It was last year, and I believe even the year before. Yeah, every year that I've been here. I can't tell you what happened before I was here.
It's provided through Association of Towns and recommended that we pass it annually.
I'm sorry, who recommended that?
Association of Towns,
New York State.
And when did they recommend that?
The reason it's recommended, Star, it's a $1 million insurance policy to protect the ratepayers in the town of Tustin from fraudulent acts by their elected officials.
the ratepayers are being protected by that.
by the insurance,
It
yes.
doesn't indemnify the people who are doing the like that.
It doesn't indemnify the wrongdoers.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any, soon? Any here? Board comment?
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
If there's no other board comment, our meeting reminders of the regular town board meeting for January the 10th at 6:30 p.m.
And is there a water and sewer meeting on
Next,
Monday?
yeah, Monday. the night.
Yeah, I was here on Monday.
Sorry, I thought that we made that.
I
Oh.
I forgot.
I
Yeah.
sent out an email, but with the
We-
email
we didn't
issue
get
too.
email.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, hopefully our emails will be up and running by tomorrow.
Motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Second. All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Thank you, folks.